Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this history quiz. My quiz question of the day on history this week gave me some new subscribers. Thank you so much to all of you. So I thought I would write a full history quiz for you. I hope you enjoy it. I've got 20 questions. I'll ask each question, give you a bit of time to answer, then move on to the next question. Once I've asked all 20 questions, I'll go through the answers with you. So grab yourself a pen and paper if that's easier for you, and when we're ready, we'll get quizzing. Question 1. What was the name of the British civilian organisation created during World War I to replace men working in agriculture who had joined the armed forces? Question 2. Which English naval commander used fire ships to break the formation of the Spanish Armada whilst it was anchored off Calais in 1588? Question 3. Which civilization built Machu Picchu in the 15th century? Question 4. Who was the first crowned Queen Regnant of England, ruling in her own right rather than as a consort? Question 5. What was the first country where Christopher Columbus made landfall on his 1492 voyage west? Question 6. What was the name of the Russian mystic and faith healer, best known for having befriended the imperial family of Tsar Nicholas II? Question 7. What was the name of the last imperial dynasty of China? Question 8. What is the name of the giant amphitheatre built in Rome under the Flavian emperors, located just east of the Palatine Hill? Question 9. Where in the UK is the Tomb of the Unknown Warrior located? Question 10. What was the name of the Royal Navy ship that carried Charles Darwin on a 5-year surveying expedition? Question 11. What is the name of the American theoretical physicist who served as the director of the Manhattan Project's Los Alamos Laboratory during World War II and oversaw the development of the first nuclear weapons? Question 12. Between 1788 and 1868, Britain transported over 162,000 convicted men, women and children to penal colonies in which country? Question 13. Florence Nightingale, English social reformer, statistician and the founder of modern nursing, came to prominence while serving as a manager and trainer of nurses during which war? Question 14. What is the name of the peace treaty signed in 1919 that officially ended World War I? Question 15. Who built Hampton Court Palace circa 1514 to 1529 before it was taken over by Henry VIII and significantly expanded? Question 16. During the Industrial Revolution, which industry was the first to use modern production methods and became dominant in terms of employment, value of output, and capital invested? Question 17. What was the name given to the period of severe global economic downturn from 1929 to 1939? Question 18. Who succeeded George Washington as President of the United States of America? Question 19. Which English cleric, Archbishop of Canterbury at the time of his death in 1170, was murdered by followers of King Henry II in Canterbury Cathedral? And finally, question 20. Where was the Titanic built? And those are all 20 questions. If you need a little bit more time to answer any of them, please feel free to stop the video and restart it when you're ready. But if you are ready, let's get on with the answers. Question 1. The Women's Land Army. Question 2. Sir Francis Drake. Question 3. The Incas. Question 4. It was on an island in the Bahamas. Question 5. Mary I. Question 6. Grigory Rasputin. Question 7. The Ming Dynasty. Question 8. The Colosseum. Question 9. Westminster Abbey. Question 10. HMS Beagle. Question 11. J. Robert Oppenheimer. Question 12. Australia. Question 13. The Crimean War. Question 14. The Treaty of Versailles. Question 15. Cardinal Thomas Wolsey. Question 16. Textiles. Question 17. The Great Depression. Question 18. John Adams. Question 19. Thomas Becket, later known as Thomas à Becket. And finally, question 20. Belfast in Northern Ireland. Time for you to add up your answers and see how you've done, and I'd love for you to let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this quiz, and if you'd like to keep quizzing, I've linked a British Royal History quiz to this video, so if you fancy giving that a go, do let me know how you get on. I hope you'll join me again soon for some more quizzing. Take care and bye for now.